Is it working? Okay. Hi guys and welcome to what I would assume is another one of those idle games, like idle management games, but this one is centered around Bitcoin mining. So, you know, this is a thing that's in trend now, so I might as well go ahead and play this and get some extra views by the guys who are interested into this phenomena that is cryptocurrency. So, seems that we start with like 0.08 bitcoins. I think that's pretty good. I think it's like a few $100 if I remember the prices relatively well, although the prices should fluctuate pretty good. We don't have anything, but in the store there is only like a computer and a mining rig of 6 GPUs, and well, actually that is too expensive, so we can only buy the computer, I suppose. There's nothing else over here, so let's buy it, and I guess we plug it in here. There you go, it opened up. Oh, and it actually starts mining bitcoins, 0.1 per minute. Alright, but it doesn't produce anything, so yeah, let's see our email. I just wanted to wish you luck with mining bitcoin. I sent you 0.08 bitcoins to help you get started. I bet if you set your mind, you could make a lot of money. I bet you can get 1,000,000 bitcoins. That's a lot. I mean, even a single bitcoin is a lot. Oh man, it costs bitcoins to make research. That's annoying. And to also make a better fanning system, apparently it also costs an entire bitcoin, so I'm not exactly sure where are we buying those fans from. Since we can overclock our PC, what does that do? I assume that it will make them go faster, but at the same time it will either like consume more electricity and increase the temperature. It's pretty cool that you have to take in mind room temperature. Also have some hints over here. I think we are... no, not yet for this one. Can we overclock it more, or... I'm not exactly sure how this button works. We'll wait it up until we get 0.3 bitcoins, and then we can buy the custom mining rig. I think that will be good enough. At least for starters. Oh yeah, we're mining 0. No, that's for the thing. Yeah, okay. And we have it. Alright, let's buy this up. Now, how do I like put it next to it? Okay, it works. Hey, and now it's 0.4 bitcoins per minute. Man, if only we had this much in real life. You'd also have to consider the fact that not just temperature, but you're also like consuming electricity to run this. You know, it says that it doesn't cost you anything to electricity, but that's false. They do cost electricity, but I assume in the context of this game they say that the cost of electricity is negligible, like it's as much as you would pay for normally using the room, which I still don't think it's actually quite accurate, but never mind. Let's overclock it over here. There we go, it did increase by 3 Fahrenheit. I wonder when will this become a problem, you know, temperature. Let's wait and get that. I mean, we can either wait or we can either buy another one of these and hook it up over here. Or we can only overclock one of these things. Interesting. Alright, the temperature is rising. 74 Fahrenheit. Who the fuck is this Fahrenheit? Give me... ah, god damn it. I don't have... Celsius. How much is that? I think it's close to like 30 degrees Celsius. I'd have to check on some converter somewhere. Hey, we got mail. Bitcoin World. As ASIC miners are the best in business, research it and see for yourself. Just remember, our miners use a lot of electricity. Oh, that's how we do it. Bitcoin ASIC miner. What is this? Application specifically integrated circuit miner is a computer built for the sole purpose of mining. It will cost you in electricity, but it does make up in production. Although, you know, only one miner can be overclocked. Research for better miners. We'll also need to expand our room soon enough. How much is this 1 Bitcoin? So it's like what, $12,000? I'm trying to you know, correlate them to real life prices. We should have them though. There you go. Hook them up and we are running. Let's overclock this bad boy. 1.7 Bitcoin, losing 0.3 on electricity, but that's not that bad. So we are basically, I mean, you know, while it is interesting for the detail, they could have just said that, oh, this one will win 0.7. So, you know, they like deduct this automatically. If you're gonna put an electricity price, then you should have ways to manipulate it or interact with it in some form. We will need to cool things out, so let's buy a better cooling system. It's just a fan, but you know, got it to 69 degrees, which I think is good for starters. Let's buy another one of these bad boys, hook it up over here. And yes, we can, at this point, we can technically sell these ones and just buy the better ones. And it does actually go down from the minus. That's pretty lovely made. So yeah, as you might see, it's just a simple idle game. Like, it's not a game in which you have to do stuff actively, like, I don't know, a platformer or anything like that, but you know, it's really good to have these kind of games where when you just don't feel like doing anything and you want to waste some time, and you can even run them in the background while you wait for stuff. So 2 Bitcoins per minute. What's this? Thanks for your idea about peer-to-peer electronic cash system. I owe you one. Interesting. What would be very interesting though is to get like you know, custom events, like the markets being affected and stuff like that. Alright, let's get rid of this. It's clearly no longer useful. Buy another one of these. We'll get rid of those as well at some point. Should be making solid bitcoins at this point. Wonder at which point does the temperature become a problem. Right on. And now we can expand, for example. There you go. Looking much better already. Doesn't affect the temperature. It's interesting. It is a little bit of a detail, you know, that I know from well, what game was that detailed about this? Where you have to survive. RimWorld, there you go. Like, you have a bigger area, therefore it's harder to heat it up. So you know, we should be better with the temperature distribution. Alright. We are really pumping up stuff now. 84 Fahrenheit, it's becoming slightly, I don't know, I guess uncomfortable to live in. But we're making decent dough, like roughly 3 bitcoins per minute. If only you could produce that in real life, dude, you'd be rich beyond imagination. But it's definitely a lot harder than this. I'm not exactly too familiar about how cryptocurrencies work. I should learn a little bit more about this stuff. Ooh, Mr. Cool. Protect your miners by keeping them cool, and there's no better way to do that than with Mr. Cool. Miners that overheat cost you money. So really, you can't afford not to buy Mr. Cool. Available now. Oh, it's this one. So what, do they cost more electricity if they overheat? Or, I mean, in real life, basically, there's just that there'd be a higher chance to break down, I guess. And plus that it would make the room uncomfortable to stay inside if you ever want to do that. Well, we'll save money for the research though, see what's up next. And then we will check things out. But yeah, we can advance the cooling system if we want to. Come on, push it up there. And it's like from time to time, there you go. Double mining grid with 12 GPUs. 12 GPUs, the 12 of the top gaming GPUs, it does look a little silly. Well, doesn't matter that, it matters that it makes money and it makes them even more effectively. Here's another thing that you could do when you're making this kind of games is to like instead of having the upgrades like going up incrementally, like the next thing is better than the other, have things that have certain advantages versus disadvantages, like, you know, have certain rigs that produce more but take up more room, or produce more but have a higher chance of breaking down, or, you know, so so you have more of a challenge for the player to like actually think about this kind of stuff. I'm gonna sell this off and then we're gonna buy this bad boy here. Right on. Powering up and we're online. 84 Fahrenheit, but look at that money coming in. Almost 5 bitcoins per minute. So in just 1 minute we should have enough to buy the cooling system. 50 bitcoins for the next upgrade though. 200 to expand the room. So we'll just buy the cooling system and then we'll buy a bunch of these things. There you go, Mr. Chill. Alright, it should be pretty freezing in here. 19 Fahrenheit is like below 0 Celsius, so I don't think that's pretty good either. That's what I'm trying to sell here. Alright, getting ready. We're gonna sell these old pieces of junk and switch up to the better ones. Come on, there you go. Powering up. Portals online. Okay. So it's kind of making, I mean, basically it's 2 bitcoins per minute. This one is like 0.7 bitcoins per minute. So once again, it's a direct improvement. It's just 1 extra degree of heat that you have to take into account. Right. Well, we are on the right track, what can I say? We are definitely in the money. What we should do now, probably get the next upgrade, although 50 is a little bit a lot. might take a little bit longer to get there. Like if we get 10 bitcoins per minute, that'll be like 5 minutes to get to that. So yeah, having this off. So now we have 5 of these rigs, which is exactly 10 bitcoins per minute. And we're still very good with the temperature. So this is the point where you just like grab something to eat, you go do something else, and you let the game run into the background while you wait for the next stuff. There is a lot of upgrades that you can get. There's also always the question in this kind of like idle games, like do you invest more into this kind of equipment so you know, you produce things faster but you lose money investing in them, or do you just keep going at this rate and you're gonna get to that point but you're gonna get to it slower, but at the same time, you know, I mean, I guess you can make calculations on this. Like it costs 5 bitcoins and it's making 2 per minute. So buying one, you're gonna make back its investment in like 2.5 minutes. So if normally we'd have to wait like 5 minutes to get to that next research, what will we have to wait with another one? 50 bitcoins for this one as well. It will be like 7 per minute, so 7 to get to 50, that would be 7 minutes and a little bit. But once again, you lose 2.5 minutes because you paid for it, so it's like 9 and something. So it's worth it to actually buy more of them, but just buy a very little bit. Right on. So now we are producing 16 per minute, which will only take 3 minutes and a little bit to get to the 50 mark. If we would grab another one, we would be producing 18 per minute. With 2 more, we would be producing 20 per minute, and we would get to that mark in 2 minutes and a half. I think this is like decent enough, at which point I am comfortable just waiting. And yeah, you can play this game freaking hours. There is hey, mail, GeForce. We present our new supercomputer. We know that consumers will use it responsibly for research and technological advancement, not for mining Bitcoin. Right, of course. I've never understood like the appeal of these idle games. You know, like some people are really, really desperate with them and they can play them for, you know, days on end. Like, I can get them, you know, I can play them for a little bit and it's fine, but eventually I don't know, get bored with them. It's like they don't really attract me pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. But this one I just decided to play just because, you know, the theme was somewhat relatable. Alright, time for research. Yeah, the GeForce supercomputer. Oh my god, 30 bitcoins? But look at that, it's producing 7 per minute. Right, so while this one is producing 2 per minute, this one is producing 7 per minute. So wait, can we like just go ahead and sell all these just to like grab the better one? But at the same time, if we sell them, it's gonna take longer to produce. So yeah, back and forth again. But buying just a single one almost covers up the entire thing. Guess we should wait though. I mean, we should rather wait. The next research is like 250. It's about the same to like build the next expansion. Yeah, I can sell it if I'm like very close, like something like this. I'll go sell it and then buy the next one and hook this bad boy up. There you go. And overclock it. So now we are in the money. Look at that. 15 by just buying that one. And I will just have to start this all over again. Wait to make money, buy a bunch of these, mine them up. In real life, you know, you'd have also other expenses than just building this mining operation, and you'd have to think about, you know, okay, do I keep improving my mining operations? Do I just mine a little bit and retire with all the money that I get from it? Do I don't know, if like there's a crash in Bitcoin like it happened a few months ago, do you just like sell everything you have and try to live off of that? There's always gonna be those kind of decisions, and I'm definitely not an expert to give you any sort of advice in these categories. But with these two running right now, we're making 20 bitcoins per minute, which is relatively significant. With one more, we will be able to make roughly 30 bitcoins per minute. Not exactly, but pretty close, which will you know, allow us to buy one of these things every minute. And we are down to 23 minutes. Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of me that has the curiosity. Oh, what's gonna be the next research? What's gonna be the big question mark at the end? What do we buy, right? But I'm not sure if I'm like invested enough into this kind of game in order to play it all the way to that point. So almost 30 bitcoins per minute, which means that in just 1 minute we'll have another rig of those. And with 30 per minute, you would need to wait 8 minutes in order to get the next research. If we fill up our entire room with these ones, the G4s, how much we would get? So we have 7, 14, and they produce 7 per minute. So that's 7. 70 and 4, 98 bitcoins per minute. At that point, it would take only 2 minutes and a half to get this, but we spend time as we keep buying this. So yeah, once again, it has its drawbacks, and then again we'll have to like sell everything and start over. So that is why I am not too invested into these kind of games. If on the other hand, you know, it had something like of a story in the background with like random events and more decision making, you know, if it was like a proper management game, like let's say Game Dev Simulator, for example, then yeah, I would totally play that. then I would be a lot more interested into playing it, but in this case, it's not quite that. Got on the minus there for a little bit. It would be interesting if you just like refuse to pay electricity and go into debt. You know, they can also break down equipment, so you'd have to take that into consideration. Like, I'm putting out ideas for improvements. Oops, clicked on an ad by accident. Right, well, anyway, I think that about wraps it up. If you don't have anything particularly important to do these days, then you can try this game out for yourself on Newgrounds. I think it's gonna cover a good 2 hours of your time until you like unlock every single thing. Right now, you know, we got again to that temperature limit, so we'll have to buy the new cooler pretty soon. Yeah, but anyway, that will be it for this episode. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time with another game to make. Bye bye.